Time Zone, your book review podcast. Enjoy.
So, hey everybody, this is Renee.
And Bridget.
This is Talisha.
And this is our seventh episode. This is July's book of the month. We have Let Me Love You by Alexandria House.
Yes.
Love you.
Wow. Like this is my first read of Alexandria House. I remember earlier this summer, I asked Bridget, I was like, she's going on vacation. She asked about something to read, and I had brought up Alexandria House. Because I've seen her name a lot. I joined her Facebook group. Them girls are nasty, but I love it anyway. I really love that group. Like, they just put anything, and it had me cracking up and stuff. But I needed somebody to go ahead and go in it because I was kind of busy at the time. And
I went in it. Real good. I did.
And she was like, we gotta do it. And I'm so glad we did. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I only got in book one. The other ones, y'all done
I finished. I crushed them all so fast. I crushed them.
And and Bridget be I gotta sit with my characters. I can't move to the next one. She went through them. Okay.
I went through them because it was family and it was okay.
Yes.
That's why it was okay.
And the other, characters are still, there.
Yeah.
And, doing stuff.
Don't be trying to tell me stuff, because I see y'all with y'all. Don't be trying to throw stuff in there. Don't confuse anything from this first story. Talisha.
Right? Talisha.
Let me get there. Hey, so for Let Me Love You, we have Joe and Big South.
Big South.
Yeah. Be mine, Talisha.
No, that's me right there.
Ah!
I was like, I said to myself,
I'm going to tell y'all like Don told Joe, he ain't even y'all type. Y'all ain't even his type, is what I meant to say.
Hey, and they said neither was Joe, but hey.
I ain't asked y'all that, but y'all ain't his type, is all I'm saying.
I'm the short one. Wait, ain't British one too.
I'm shorter than both of y'all. And I
like tall women.
Yeah, I ain't got no big I was like, out of all the book boyfriends that we have read from, like, this man has that's it. Like, he ain't no Sadiq. I don't care. I can't remember nobody else's name. Will, look, everybody gone. Everett. Now, I ain't went through the brothers. I don't even care. Everett is the first one I met. That one's like, that's mine. That's all.
You can have another brother if you want, okay? He's mine, okay?
Oh, he fighting. Wait a minute, we didn't even get the story yet. Wait.
Look, I'm letting y'all have Sadiq now. Y'all can have him.
Oh, ain't no take back.
Don't take back. That's yours. That's yours right there. We got, it's mine right here. But,
okay.
Yeah. That's how good this book is. Alexandria just
she showed out.
Woo.
She showed it.
So let's get in the book. So the first, I guess impressions we had were Joe finding out that she's a single mom, that she was married to some idiot person who was take care of business, like with child support and money wise and stuff. She didn't have to worry about that, but she still wanted a career, and she was working for a jeweler who was an a-hole.
Peter.
Yeah, I kept trying to say Peter Parker because of that on Spider-Man, but it was just Peter Park. And I don't know why they kept getting on my nerves. But yeah, that was funny how he had his little side pieces, and his wife always came in there beating him up in front of everybody. But you want to be hard with your employees. Get your wife coming.
Yeah, don't take it out on me. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like him.
But
I don't like him.
I know, right? But okay, so Joe's his assistant, and that's kind of where we kind of start off, just knowing what she does for a living, and a little bits and pieces of her having who was like, it was Miss Sherry, right? Am I saying it?
The babysitter, the neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay,
so babysitter, neighbor, her best friend Bridget, and
me.
I love Bridget.
Yeah, she was like real, just
real,
just real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sage got popped a couple times, like later on. You know, when you be talking too much about, man, no, you shut up. But but so we know we get like a little picture of her, and we go on into her having to do her delivery of this piece of jewelry that she's really thinking that she's going to give to some side piece or something.
Side piece.
Like the MO of, the people who buy these jewelry pieces. They always have some girl or somebody apologizing to or buying stuff for. And she gets to this place, go in, don't know who it is, but somebody got to have money, security, all these people. And they finally walk her in to the bedroom. Somebody sitting in the bed, waiting for jewelry, naked. Mm-hmm. The woman next to him,
trifling,
naked. And he's, what did he say? So he got his side pieces delivered jewelry. And I was like,
no, you didn't. Like, you the one is trifling, and you think because you trifling, I'm trifling too. I'm so glad she told him off. Like, I ain't nobody got it. Yeah.
From that moment, I was like, I loved her because she ain't gonna nobody talk to her like that. Number one, she gonna say what she feel to whoever it is, no matter. She's almost like starstruck of who it is. Right. But then the situation
that changed real quick.
Yeah, like the situation done.
Like, what?
Exactly. And he naked in the bed with the girl next to him.
Yeah, you trifling. Like,
like that changed for her real, that like the whole perception. Oh, he is just as a blank as I thought, rappers are. And
you called him an asshole.
I'm trying not to curse, okay?
All this person in this book, good Lord.
Exactly.
I ain't saying it. This ain't the audio book. I ain't gotta say it. What were your thoughts just on that part?
I was like, yes. When she went off on him, I loved it because a lot of people just be hush mouth and just, and I love how she spoke up for herself and then threw the jury at him and walked out. Like, she said what she had, like, I said what I said, and then she walked off. I was like, yes, I love her. And then, of course, I was thinking I like that he apologized or whatever, but it wasn't good enough. And I did think they were going to meet again or whatever in the book, but I like that she spoke up for herself, and he liked it too, apparently. What about you, Aunt Bridget?
He was a rapper. I just thought he was my perception of rappers are they're thugs, and I thought he was like a bad guy. And then for her to come in there in that situation, I was like, oh man, he is no good. And I never thought that they would have a relationship together. Ever, ever, ever.
I don't know. Like, I didn't see that happening either. Because, like you said, a rapper's like the perception of them. I mean, they're people. They have to put on this persona at some point.
Right.
But he wasn't on stage at that point. He wasn't. You let them and some bodyguards walk in. You told them to come in as if you were presentable.
Right.
I'm like, that made me mad. That made me not like him.
I know.
That's why I was like, okay, so we see who he is. That's what we thought, right?
Right.
Okay, so that was just the first impression. Like, this douchebag, as she called him, because that's what that was. Like, how and then you talk to me crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have chucked it at his head.
Don't make me,
I didn't like that. He was calling her little mama and all that. I'm like, you don't know me.
Come on now.
Yes.
But like, I was wondering if she was gonna snap out of it quickly after she said that. But she didn't. She went on to work and stuff. She was a little worried, that she would get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know if she's gonna be apologetic or try to like smooth things over first before, but Like soon after,
Yeah,
when,
he came
she
back
was like
that same
covering
day.
for the front desk. Yeah.
Yeah.
He came in there. I was like, oh
He's
shit.
like, oh shoot.
Yeah,
I know.
I thought he was about to snitch.
I did too. I thought she was about to get in trouble, get fired, get yelled at, something. I was like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole
Done.
trying
Yeah,
to
trying to
No
play with
good
her,
done.
and they go tell her he ain't. Oh, okay, go ahead.
yeah, the dude ain't her type. But like, I mean, you could tell immediately, like, she ain't like that man like that anyway. But everybody think girls are just gonna fall over a rapper just
Right.
She wasn't that type of girl. But she was invited to a listening party.
Yeah.
Did not get in
And
trouble.
I'm glad she didn't go.
Yes, I was
Right?
like, yes, he did not invite her. He just thought, oh, because I'm a rapper, she gonna come. And she ain't come. I was like, yes, I love her even more.
And Bridget was mad.
Yeah, she was mad. And it's like, I was like, is
It
this
was
really
hot.
my friend? I was kind of iffy about her at that, you know.
I'm like, but
Like,
I
you're
mean,
not gonna talk to me for a week because I didn't want to go, and I just told you what happened. Like, I don't know.
She said she always do that though.
like, let her go. Shoot.
Yeah,
She by yourself.
I was a little iffy about her.
You can't be iffy about me. I'm a ride or die.
I just told you I love her, you know, but not right at that moment.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think about her because I really didn't. You know, she wanted to be an actress. She's like a waitress and stuff, but
She was hungry.
I know, but it seemed like she was like searching, like, you know, she could have been like a gold digger type of person.
Yeah, don't try to put me out for your career.
Yeah, like she'll, you know, to use people, and I was like, I didn't know what to think about it. I didn't think nothing too bad. I mean, that's her friend, like, you know, that's her way. She already knew she doesn't.
Right.
So it wasn't like a big deal.
Right.
I don't know. I was like, and then a few paragraphs later, I was like, oh, okay, I like her, but he was upset. So how she just gonna deny me, and then he thought about it like, well, I didn't, you know, it wasn't like a date, and I didn't, you know, really invite her.
That he really did.
Originally he was all mad about it, like,
you know, like when you start getting like his point of view, I didn't dislike him once you started getting his point of view, like from her standpoint for how he handled stuff. I was like, ugh. But then when you saw his side of it, he was really like taken by this girl. It was like almost immediately you can see that it didn't feel like he just wanted to get in the draws. And then like I never felt that from him. So even from the jump, when you heard or saw his side has his point of view, I was like, maybe, you know, he's not, you know, that type of dude. You have to try to block out the fact that how they met. Because that was real messed up. But
the next scene was the club, because her Bridget had like a movie or something, and they went out.
That was
she
thought she forgot about that too. I remember that. Bridget was mad because she had called her, acting like, you know,
she popped up. Like,
yeah, it's like
she hadn't talked to her in what? How long?
Yeah. But you know how friends are, you know. Think everything's still supposed to be going on unless I say we not doing it no more. Even if we're here for a second. Yeah, that's when Sage came over, right, to help them.
Did the makeup and
got
stuff.
got to see her, meet her a little bit. But yeah, so they went to the premiere. Bridget was in the movie. She only had a few talking parts, but she was physically throughout the movie. So that's pretty cool. And then we had the after party at the club.
Where she is invited to VIP.
Girl.
Yes.
Like, I know my mind, it went to Everett, right? But then she was like saying about that could possibly be her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, we don't know really who he is or what he does. But if he got, you know, he's paying all this money for child support. She's supposed to have like this big chunk of money from the alimony or whatever from the divorce. She has a house, and it's a really nice house in a really nice neighborhood. And you're like, okay, and he could get VIP. I'm like, who is this man that she married?
I didn't know who he was until the book told me.
Yeah, girl. Oh,
I did not know.
I don't even want to talk about that right now. That makes me. But yeah, so they go up there, and she's like, really fighting against, with Bridget about actually even thinking.
Like, if that man ain't touch your child, ain't call you.
Yeah.
She went off. I was like, yeah, you're right. That's. Oh man, I was dying. That was funny.
No. I was still, me being hard as I am, I would have still been like turned off. And I'm like, I'm not going in there. How he gonna summon me? He don't know me. I'm not going.
Right.
Like, I felt her on that. Bridget had your point. She like, who the guy is, yada yada yada.
It's the VIP though. Who wouldn't want to go to VIP?
Me?
Though? I don't know.
I'm not going. Not if I had that experience with him. But she went up in there. Because she was pretty much threatened. Her life was threatened.
Whatever.
She had a gun to her head. But they went in, and like they were the only ones in there at first. I'm like, what? Okay, really? I guess they invited and he not in there. I didn't understand that until he came up in that mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started talking, saying how she took forever, which made sense because she went and got her friend and everything.
But he had been watching her.
Yeah.
For a little minute there.
Yeah, he said, watching her dance and stuff.
So this little all up on me, close to me talking and stuff that they were doing, and then her being hard, and he's talking, and
she let him know what he did wrong.
She's telling him everything. How she
apologize.
But how you put your lips on mine like that? Just
Because he fine. I know it seemed weird and out of place and all, but man, I was right there. That was me. Wow.
Yeah. The only reason, like, if she was not attracted to him physically, she would have not let that happen. Like, he would have got slapped or something.
But she was, though. She just didn't like the fact of the introduction of him.
Yeah.
But she was attracted to him.
Very much so, because she kept talking about it. That shocked me, like, for real.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, because he's just very forward, but like he bold. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
He's bold, and it's like you doing that because you who you are. Like you think you could just walk up on somebody and place some lips on them. That might knock them out for a second, but you don't be doing that. I mean, do it. Look, do it, but don't be thinking you can do that.
I might do it.
But I mean, that part. That's when I'm sorry. That's the part when he had me too, though. I was like, oh, really, Mr. Everett?
I don't like the way he looks. I mean, I don't like that look. All the dreads or whatever, the hair. That's not me. I don't like it. But him as a person, I love. Oh my gosh, I could block that out. I could block the looks out and just take the man. I could do that.
Like I made up my own face.
You can't take my man, but okay.
I mean, I saw
you can't have all men.
I just said you could have Sadiq. What are you talking about?
Sadiq.
Yeah, he has a league. So it's like you come in, we talk, I fuss, and then you lay a kiss on me, and then he had to leave. He had to go like on a flight or whatever.
Yeah, flight.
He was married. He had a divorce with Esther, who got the house, and he didn't have a house in LA, and now you probably have a reason to now because
I was Joe when after that scene, and she just kept like replaying it in her mind and just thinking about what if this, and just all those scenarios in her head. I was like, yeah, that's me.
But I feel like we all do that. I feel like we all literally do that. That obsessiveness about certain things or how things happen, and if it was good, you're gonna keep replaying that sucker over and over. But then, like, I think we learned about her mom.
Oh yeah, depression.
Oh my gosh. Because that's how we know how her and Bridget got close from the 4 months that they were in at home together.
Yeah.
And her mom, being depressed, and she was like institutionalized for that, short period of time. That was deep.
Yeah.
For her to not to have her mom and the reason why, dude, like, Lord. And then you see, all she ever wanted was a family.
Yeah.
And that's how
she wants to be a wife and kid.
Yeah, that's
the mom.
To Bridget about how she kind of blame Bridget when she had made her go to whatever they went to when she ended up meeting her ex-husband. And she's like, I tell you to marry the man.
It's your fault. I
yeah, that happens. But yeah, so I mean, like she had like just simple wants in life, right? It was just very real. Like it wasn't major or nothing like that. She wasn't looking to come up on nothing. She just wanted, that's all she wanted was be a wife, man. She just was one to the wrong person. But I love little Nat.
Natalie.
It's sweet. Mm-hmm. And then
I love her too. I love the way she says Edward.
Yeah, she's my daughter. I'm glad you love her.
Oh, shut up. I ain't got time. Okay? Stop it. The first date that they had, it was like a private place, like, private section.
Yeah, his restaurant that he ain't even been to.
Yeah, girl.
I was like,
I think is the name of it.
Oh, man, he's just so sweet.
He ain't never been there before, but he know. And it's like,
yeah,
he's a real, celebrity. Like, I don't know why it didn't hit me at first. I mean, I should have known like all the accolades and stuff she was talking about that he had, but he was like real full blown, legend, as you would say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I know that played like a huge thing too, because it's like somebody you probably like would listen to. She listens to music. She like, you remember how she was saying about the stuff that she didn't like the music of his that she thought was whack.
Yeah. I was like, she's like, I used to be a fan. He was like, used to.
She's like, you went to this album and you lost me. I was like, dude, she was so honest. I loved her. She didn't care what she said.
Oh yeah, she came in late because
she got lost.
Yeah, she got lost.
How'd she get lost?
She was like 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, hold up, because I remember at one point, like during the date, since she got lost, he was gonna have her like follow.
When they left,
like lead her out of there.
Yeah, to the house, and then he was like, how nice it was. He was just like,
he was shocked.
Yeah, and he looked at that house and he was gonna buy one for himself, and that's what I was like.
That specific house.
Yeah. Now see, okay, so when they were first like approaching it and he was saying how familiar it was, for a second I was like, oh no, he know the ex-husband. That's what I thought. That's because I'm like, he done been there before, like he know the ex. I was like, oh shoot. But then you find out he just, he looked at the house because he was like interested in buying it at one point. So I was like, okay.
Right.
But it also said how nice that house was, the neighborhood, and the money. Because he's like, whose house is this?
Yeah, and she told him how her, she got it with the divorce.
Yeah.
And that made him feel like, dang, like she already used to money, like who is this? He should ask.
Right.
I have to impress her with. Like, how I'm impressed by it. The money ain't it,
Yeah. Oh, that was so cute. He was just like, she was like, you want another dinner? He was like, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Okay. My man, okay. Can we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like, yeah.
But I like how she was real, like wanted to be a good mommy all the time, and she was like, I don't want to do another dinner, because of my baby and stuff. So let's just do lunch, so we won't have to have her spend another evening without her.
Yeah.
She really loves her baby. She's so nice, She's a good mom, and she's just trying to do all the right things right. But
she reminded me of you.
Who?
She reminded me of you, Ashley.
Oh, me? I know, because Everett is mine. Now,
I wasn't expecting that.
No, but for real, she I'm not lying. Like, she really did remind me of myself for how how sometimes I'm quiet, real estate to myself, trying to think and stuff. But then other times, I be saying some things. She was a lot more honest though.
Yeah,
hurt that man ego real quick.
In that studio, girl. Well, even before she went to the studio, talking about his music.
That's the next date.
Bro, wait a minute. We didn't even talk about when he asked for the piece to be made and wanted her to do it, and that's when she came back to the hotel.
Oh yeah, that's how he saw
that was
her
before the date.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah, that was before the date when he basically requested her to do a piece for him, and she went to the hotel And it was basically a setup for him to apologize to the girl who booted she saw in the room.
Sheena.
Yeah, Sheena. Yeah, and she was, like, how I even know that that's the same girl? And he made the girl turn around.
I know. I was like, really? Oh yeah, that's her.
Like, they crazy. But yeah, that's when he got that, got the first date. That was funny. But that made me think like different about him, because like he went through all that trouble.
Yeah, all that trouble. Yeah.
To prove to her that
he didn't have to do that.
Not what she thinks he is from that first impression. He could just use words for it, but he really, I'm gonna bring the girl back. I'm about the action, do it in front of you, and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was real sweet.
Okay, let me just say something he said that just, yes, I just loved it. Okay, hold on. When she was talking about how he said she was like, she don't date rappers, right?
He say, but you kiss them though.
Right, that part, yes.
Like, you kiss me first, okay? It doesn't matter
what she talking about. You moaned, and you moaned too. He talking about because you taste like cotton
candy.
Tell me, Joe, would you melt in my mouth? Like, Everett. All right now. Yes. He is something else.
Y'all sounding a lot like Bridget. Yep, you Bridget.
Yes.
Shut up. Oh my God, she got us over here acting crazy over this thick man. Okay. Ain't real. We really, okay, we crazy. But
all right.
She wrote them good now. She really, dang it, she wrote them good. Okay, so after the first date, it went well. He got the second one for lunch. She had to deal with her stupid boss.
How she take all that from her
boss? But
she's so open with my big.
I don't know.
I love that she open with him and she tell him, and it's just, oh yes, but it's just like, why you just? It's like, it's not that you need that job.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I ain't get that. Like, you don't need the money. I mean, of course, like,
even if I need the money, you're not talking to me like that.
No.
She was trying new. This was her interest right now. She had different interests, and she went for it. And this was her only way. You just can't just go and make jewelry. You gotta learn.
You do, but dang, like that was.
I'm gonna have to learn.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Like the Cheryl lady, I'm sure she could have learned some things from her. Like, teach me on the side or something. Like, I just,
That's how interns do.
I don't know. That just made me mad. I ain't like that.
We got interns in my job, and they don't get treated like that.
But like, she was like an assistant, though. Well, she worked for an a-hole, so. Yeah, I know. Look, we all. I know.
I would have been at HR.
That was pretty bad. But yeah. So second date at the at the hotel or whatever. That wasn't good.
I love when she was like, I want to do lunch, and he was just like, how he had to like do the studio, and she was all disappointed about it. I was like, oh,
the third day. I know, right?
Like, you can come, like, man, I'm gonna make this work.
Right. He wanted, well, we already knew he wanted her, but like the fact that he will make time, no matter his busy schedule, whatever, because that's what he has to do, but making that time for her. And then they had the studio, and they, did lunch there, but he was like, working on that song, and she knew who he
knows she wrong for that. She knows she wrong.
Why she didn't say something? Why didn't she say something?
With your ex and you ain't say nothing?
That made me so, like, when I found out, I was just like,
Like, she was wrong. She had more than one opportunity.
Hey, but when you read it again, she just like, I didn't know you knew him like that. Like, what you mean? Like, he should have known that. How you know him? Like, what you mean? How you know who he know? Like, no, I started
like, because you can say that, and it'd be like, like, just like in a media or something, like, you don't know that they're like, that they work together, or that you know them. Like, it could be like that. You don't have to necessarily, know that person personally to ask that question. Yeah. However, you had him redo his verses, And
He's talking
all
about
the
you.
stuff he done said, and you know it's on your ex-husband's track. I'm like,
she a cold one. She
She's wrong for that.
like that.
That's the only thing I can say she did. I was like, that wasn't right.
Like that didn't even fit her personality. I'm like, that was a little scary.
Like that was kind of weak. And and then she started explaining how her ex-husband does his stuff. She's like, I know you don't do it like that, but you still could. I'm like, I'm knowing. Yeah.
And she knew so much about how all the growling and stuff that he does in his songs and stuff. Like you have to come harder than that. Now all I'm thinking is she just a fan of this guy and she knows how his rap is because that's normal.
I did not know. I didn't know today.
I liked how I didn't like how she didn't tell who her ex was, but I did like how she spoke to him like his girl and a fan when she was telling him how he needed to change what he was. I like that.
I like that, but she should have followed it up with that's her ex.
But see, you know what's crazy though? Like she's in this studio with you, just not a girl you interested in, blah blah blah, a fan. You got the engineer, your people, whatever up in there, and then anybody else tell you, hey, you might need to, make this little.
You nothing. They yes man, like whatever you said.
Right?
It's yes.
Like from what she said, it was weak, and I'm like, I know they knew that, and then they were like,
but
they agreed with her after she said it. I'm like, come on. You gotta have somebody with you. That made me mad. I ain't gonna let him go out like that, and they knew it wasn't all that.
That's probably why he was even into her even more, because it's just like, dang, don't nobody tell me nothing. They just whatever I say go type,
to make him better,
Yeah.
But besides what we found out later, that was a good scene. I was saying before they went to the fundraiser.
I thought he brought a lot of people there to her, and like when she found the dress, like he made sure it was just that one dress.
That's it. When she was invited to the foundation or the fundraiser, but she was getting styled by like high-end stylists, and they were at her house, and they were in her friend Bridget, and then Sage was trying to help her out with all these dresses. And when they finally found the right one, this Negro wanted this to be the only one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the only way we roll. That's the only way we roll.
Everybody wear this dress but you.
$100,000 to the designer for this one of a kind. I was like, see, for all throughout that was me. It's too much money. No, I don't know. Don't do it. Like that's me. I do that now. I'm like, okay, you need to spend $20 or something for me. No, wait. Like that's how I act now. And I was like, dang.
But that's nothing for him, though. I understand that.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's an overwhelming type of thing when you're dating this guy. You got to understand that. Yeah, he's on a different level like that.
Right.
But like we not even like there,
I ain't even gave you none yet.
And it's spending like almost $250,000, dollars for one dress.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I don't even know. Like that kind of stuff, whatever. But it just, it blew me away. I'm like, Disney girl, okay. So anyway, so they left. She got
love.
She got the dress, and them daggone pineapples, y'all.
I'm buying me some.
I'm like, really?
All she had was pineapples up in there. He eating a pineapple cup while he waiting on her to get a dress.
Talisha, did you go out and get you some pineapples?
That was funny. Tell the truth.
My man like pineapples, okay?
Whatever. You ain't even answered the question.
I
Why are you struggling?
Pineapples, what they got to do with me buying some?
You what?
I bought some before the book. I can't buy nothing.
Whatever. Don't even try.
Did you run out and get some?
You done stacked up. That's what you did.
Okay. So this is the funny thing, right? Like it's a little off track, but like in Alexandria House's group, all they are talking about, and all they were talking about was pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. I'm like, what the heck is with these pineapples? And now I'm like, that's the pineapple thing. It's from this book. And I'm like, okay. Who told her that? Bridget or Sage? I don't know.
Bridget.
Bridget.
It was her.
Hey, so we get our pineapples ready. I didn't know, but goodness, she changes some stuff, ain't she, to some people. But anyway, so everybody clear out the house. They got everything planned out for her, what she gonna wear and stuff. And that's when they were alone. And I thought they were probably gonna, do something after that. But I remember him asking like if he can like touch her or something. She's like, "Aren't you already touching me?" Like we're already kissing.
Right.
But he meant that type of touching.
And then her daughter came, right?
Yeah. They couldn't finish it. So
yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
But he got to meet her for, the baby for the first time, and that was cute.
I thought they was about to do some stuff too. It wasn't at the beginning where it was just, but when it started.
Girl. Where you done jump to, Talisha?
I'm just saying them scenes.
I know. We know, girl. We know. We've seen, dang it, she wrote this book good, because we just can't get off of that. Get off of that. But, so, he meets the baby, yada, yada, yada. And, she's so cute with the Edward, and, that was sweet. Now, we're moving on to the fundraiser. I don't know, like I kept forgetting, okay, he's like a real celebrity. He's real big with yada. So it's going to be celebrities and stuff all at this fundraiser.
Right.
Get there, there's a red carpet, and she's about to have a panic attack in a daggone car.
Oh, yeah.
Regular girl, she don't want to do do all of that. And he was like, well, I can have somebody like drop you, in the back. You can come in through the back, but I have to go through this part. But she got herself together and she went.
It wasn't that bad.
But like that was like making them public, like, okay, he had a new girl on his arm, and she gets in, see all these different people, and then she meets his family. Gets to meet with Leland. Is he the basketball player? Y'all should know more if y'all read more. I think, okay.
Yes.
Look at her face. So Leland, Neil, and
Nolan.
Okay,
Nolan
Nolan, those are twins.
When they got together, Leland not so much. I mean, not Leland. Neil not so much.
Neil's the one who like drinking and gambling, right? Mm-hmm. And then Nolan was the one who always have like foreigners.
Oh, and them
Leland had old women. Leland was
yeah, he had old women because he didn't want no kids. He didn't want them.
That's so stupid.
I was like,
talking about the baby fever's out of their system.
Hey. That's true though.
I mean, look. But yeah, so they it's like, everybody's getting along a little bit. She's get to seeing his family, seeing it look crazy and stuff. They normal, acting silly and stuff. And he's introducing everybody to Joe, his girlfriend, this entire time. So like that's a big deal. Until she has to go to the daggone bathroom.
Yeah, I was like,
all we know,
they happen for long.
All we know is Sid pulled her to the side. This is Sydney at this point.
Oh,
he's the one who pulled her.
Just one more time. After their first date, he brought a bunch. My baby bought a bunch of flowers, like every color, filled the whole room up. Why you looking like that? You hating? Anyways, so as he bought all those flowers, she took them home.
Yeah.
And her ex seen them all. He's just like, "Who is this? You better not be, you better not be in my house. Like, get out." So we saw how he was.
Then he was very like controlling, and he really thought that he had that on lock forever. Okay.
Yeah. Like, are you crazy?
He was crazy. Like he was very possessive, and I don't even understand that. I don't even know how she even let him come in. He never sees his daughter. He like
don't even say her name.
Exactly. He wouldn't say her name, like she didn't exist. All he worried about is who you with. You been had about it around my
I'm not with you because
like,
you didn't moved on with a whole nother woman.
And about to happen.
And you got to have a whole nother baby about to happen.
He left her. Oh, left her while she was pregnant because he said he didn't want no kids and it wasn't good for his image.
Whew. But it's good for Big South image.
So everything that came to him, he deserved it. But yeah, we found out he was like, it was just a complete ugh. And I'm glad that she got out of that with him. It didn't last long, but you know.
He went up in there talking about this is my wife. Like,
oh my
God, you
God,
want a song about my wife? Like, he was like really, like, I could understand why Big South thought like, dang, is she married? Like,
I mean,
the way he was acting.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Like at first, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than what it was. Like when she got pulled to the side and he's saying all this stuff to her, and then the sister ran to go, tell Big South. I'm like, oh shoot, they about to like really mess up, this whole fundraiser. But luckily, music was playing and stuff, and everything kind of stayed in that corner. But for him to, he like Everett really didn't know her. He just know for what, off of what she's told him. But the fact that she knew about that, I think to me it was the song thing.
Yeah.
In the studio, like you knew I was on this song with your ex-husband. Your ex-husband is this rapper, and you never told that to me. So for him to like find out right then and there,
it's just like, what else have you not told me? Is you married?
I mean, you can see how he ain't gonna trust that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would have felt the same way, and I thought that was like a turn off, and he was gonna, kind of walk away a little bit, cause
kind of did, cause he started introducing her as Joe.
Yeah.
This is Joe.
But that little fight, he was up for it.
He was upset and reasonably so. I mean, it was like they just starting and already we got betrayal. What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was gonna be fighting over there. I thought he was gonna do it first. Oh my gosh! Like, I mean, the Bugs dude, he's talking a lot of mess. Like he gonna really do something.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be like, because at the same time, I feel like he was mad, he was disappointed, but he was also still protecting her. Everett was protecting her from Sid, Bugs, whatever you want to call him.
He was like, he kicked him out. He was like, I paid for this. We don't want your money. I was like,
refund.
Okay.
Have your refund. That was the beginning of like a whole bunch of just mess with them. I don't think, so after that, like you said, he didn't say that was my girlfriend anymore, so she was mad about it. Once they got home, she left and she just walked out of the car because he wasn't talking to her either.
Yeah.
So she was just about to go in there by herself, and she was like real hurt and stuff. And then, he told her how he felt, and then he showed her how he felt on that tape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she had to pick her daughter up the next day. Matter of fact, she said she could have stayed the weekend, but she was gonna pick her up the next day. Mm-hmm.
She would have stayed the weekend. But yeah, so this was like
she went and got the paperwork though. Like, look, this is my divorce. Like, look,
to show her proof.
Like, this, he crazy. Like,
she better have did it.
He married. Like, he married and everything. Like, I never said I was gonna stick around. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. But yeah.
That dude's crazy.
Everett believed her, but he still had his doubt in there, as we read. Every time something happened, he still kind of questioned it, even though he wanted to believe her, but still, you still got to think, man, this happening? Yeah. So, but
that was
he trusted her, but he's
like you said, having a proof. I mean, it helps. And but like I said, so you got to know who she dealing with. Like, know that dudes, he just didn't have it all. He was crazy.
Very crazy. Both of their exes.
Let's just we gotta talk about all these sex scenes. They were amazing. We loved them. All right. They were doing it throughout the thing, just let them, keep that. Y'all just gotta read about that part.
Yeah, they were awesome. They were very big and it was awesome.
Big 12, that's what they said.
Big 12.
Big 12 for that. Because she was like, but let's just go ahead and pass that. So
look at her.
He was like, you are soaking wet. It's going.
Look. Okay, So let's move to Ella, his 15-year-old daughter, and the mama.
I thought he still was like in love with her and just hurt by her.
I didn't.
I don't know if I thought he was still in love with her, but his hatred for her was on another level. And remember, like
I was like, you can't hate nobody that much if you don't love them.
But at the same time, it was like when they were first talking about the relationship and how like they got divorced and stuff, and he was telling she said that he cheated. Like that's what Joe said because that's what the media said.
Right.
You know, I just let them believe. You know, say whatever they want to say. You know, and that okay. So I was like, okay, the wife cheated. That's what I thought. Like he
thought he cheated for real. I mean, because he never said that he didn't. He never said that he did. So I just assumed. I assumed he did.
I was like, if for him to act and feel the way that he did toward her, my mind went to she's the one who cheated, and that's why they broke up or whatever. Well, we know the real at the end of the book, but I didn't know it was like that deep.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But yeah, so. He hates this woman. She's like one of them housewives, reality TV stars now, have the daughter on the show and things like that. I don't know, like the daughter she loved her dad or whatever, but I think, her mama had a pretty good grip on it.
Yeah. She didn't like me. She didn't like Joe.
No. And when the first little dinner or whatever they're supposed to have, and Joe was all nervous about what she wanted, what should I have? What should I prepare? Well, not prepare. The girl can't cook. But what can she order?
I sure can't cook, but he still love me.
Just shut up. But so she can't cook. She gonna, she's like all nervous about it. But old girl came and she was all stank with Joe. She was stank with the little girl. You gonna be?
Oh, you can't be stank with my daughter.
No, ma'am.
Not with the baby.
No, ma'am.
Listen,
I don't care who I was dating, and I would have said something at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. I'm glad that she kept her daughter away from her, but I don't know. I think we would have to end it right then and there.
That would have been a problem, but at the same time,
you and your daddy got to go.
No.
With the big mandango.
It's the mama. It's the mama making her say all that stuff, putting all that stuff in the daughter's head, and she just coming there with it and saying whatever her mama's saying. I mean,
you can't blame the daddy for how the daughter acts. Number one, he ain't raised her, to be honest with you. He was there, probably present when he was present, but he was always working. She was with the mama, so her loyalty is to her mama. It's just
right.
Like she gonna be funky about it, because and I don't know if her mom's probably filling her head about them possibly getting together again one day or something. I don't know. Maybe she believed him, maybe she didn't. Let's just get to we ain't gotta break down every single part. It's gonna be taken forever.
Okay. Because this is long and good.
Yeah, talk about the bigger. Oh, stop it!
I know you want to talk about that.
That's what she said, type of stuff. Stop that. Okay. Since he doesn't have like a house in LA or whatever, and he always rents out a hotel. So he's in this house. They living together. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, he bought her the car because she was complaining about having a car that that the ex-husband bought. Only two doors. So like he has all this control because he basically provided these things for her. So he bought her a freaking new car. And over this point in time and stuff, like little Nat just loved him, and I thought that was so cute. Like they were developing their own, relationship, and she was choosing him over her mama.
Kids do that. Yeah,
I know. Girls love their dads. Like
him.
They love it.
My baby loved him, so we'll go, from that. But he wanted to like buy his own place or whatever, and he was thinking about that, and he wanted her to move in, and she like, that looked too fast. They were moving like super
fast.
I ain't like that about her, because it's just like, oh, so he could stay with you, but you can't stay with him. Like,
I don't know. It was more temporary. It was more temporary with him being like them moving in together. That's like, because she was like, you already living here. I mean, we do live together, but that's even.
They were already living together, but it's just like, oh, when it's hers, it's cool, but let it be.
No, he really wasn't like living there, like.
moved in with his things. No, he was just no.
Because he had a house in Houston.
He had a house there, and he was living there
when he was there. Because he was on tour, you know, this whole time.
Different places,
you know?
yeah.
And she finally quit that damn job. She finally quit that job because, man, when he put that man in his place when he was there, like on one of his break from that tour,
he's like, stop yelling at my woman and so I could take her to lunch.
He touched her though. He like moved his like, and he treated her a little better after that. But eventually, she finally like let that stupid job go.
Yeah, like a man has to tell you, treat me like a human. Like
I know, right? But she let that go, and then she traveled a little bit with Miss Sherry. I loved her. Like she was really like,
I loved her.
I like that she was able to be there. She didn't have no kids. That was sad. Like she didn't get to do that. But everybody was in music. Like her husband was like a drummer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And how about Sherry loved him too? She liked him like that.
Oh yeah, she was just like,
that was cute.
But yeah, so like she was able to travel and bring Nat along because she's so young, so they were able to do that, and then they're growing this relationship with each other. She's basically like living like a lifestyle that she should have with her first husband if he wasn't an idiot. You have your wife and you love her or whatever, and y'all, you have this type of lifestyle, then you'll bring her along and all this kind of stuff that y'all going on. This fool was hiding her the entire time.
Right.
She got to see, the different. First of all, he's just a totally just ignorant person, period. But, just seeing like the differences in how Big South treated her, even though he still had like a similar lifestyle as far as like not trying to hide the fact that he was somebody and stuff like that. He loves love, he's okay with that.
And he always posted pictures of them on Instagram. I thought that was kind of, I don't know, weird for him to be the one. He's the star.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but like if she did it, because how all the blogs and stuff were talking about it. She ain't like it. She knows she ain't like it, but she was trying not to let it get to her. But if she did it, it's almost like she wants the attention, right?
Mm.
When he does it, he's literally just showing off, this person that he's in love with.
Right.
I thought it was nice that he did it because it was nice, like really like you're trying to show me off to the world, to like this is my woman,
right?
Like that. I like that.
I mean, it was backwards to me. I mean, I didn't have a problem with him doing it. It was just weird that he would do it with the pictures.
Like, but she
to me.
Wasn't really even on, So
she didn't. She said she never posted a picture of them.
Like 60,000.
And then like she asked him not to post pictures of Natalie,
the baby. Yeah.
But let's skip on to they're in love. They're moving fast and stuff, but they're in love and stuff. And he told her he found a house that he was getting furnished and stuff, and she didn't want to move in. Then they go on to let's talk about that. First of all, it's a big deal for her. Okay, like this is a serious thing. This is like televised on BET, whatever you want to call it. So they have this. I know, like all these daggone celebrities. This is my guy. All these celebrities around.
Kevin Hart hosted it.
Yeah, but like even before, when she had met the Esther for the first time at John Legend's little performance thing that they had did when she was traveling with him.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That heifer.
That tramp.
It's like.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, she was everywhere. Like, who are you? Like, go sit down somewhere. But we have something to do with designer's birthday, so I guess she was supposed to.
Oh yeah.
That was all the reason. Yeah, but. Like they just all mingle, and that was really funny. But yeah, so to be at this award show, all these people, like you said, Kevin Hart, he got jokes. I ain't like that.
He had to do it. He had to do it, and they were sitting right there
in the front.
Let me stop before Big South come up here.
Talking about calling bugs homicidal and stuff.
Yeah,
like don't, because that's what I ain't like. Because I guess she knew that too, like, that was going to happen. But nobody, they didn't know that she was ever with bugs until somebody, I guess, researched it. I don't know. And then put it on the blog. That fool when he sat down with his wife across from them, and he gonna text her talking about you look good enough to eat. Like, your wife is sitting right there. Like, what is wrong with him?
But she never said don't say these things or whatever. She just really just went straight to, you know, like it wasn't, she wouldn't address it pretty much when he said stuff like that. Why wouldn't she? Like, don't say that. Or
but I don't even think he would respect her enough to not do it anyway. Like, even when she, you know, she did say something when he said something before,
right.
he didn't have no respect, man. I was somebody like, I love you and I always want you to, like, shut up. Now somebody else want her, somebody better than you want her. You know, now you want to make it all public and being stupid. But anyway, so Everett go ahead, he got to go do his set or whatever. And then they pull
up. He said though, how Everest, how his ex-wife was up there, like on the screen and stuff, because they interviewed her and stuff.
Oh, before that though,
I love him and
Before that, when every time you're getting ready to do something on stage, he always got to call her back there. Is that really necessary?
My baby was nervous. Okay, he needed some.
Whatever.
But she's like, before, like they didn't have to do that, you know. It was probably afterwards, but not before. But so yeah, she handled that, you know. You know, he did his performance, and I didn't see that coming when he came down. Yeah, like when he was saying, when he was, you know, rapping into her and stuff, and then did a new song she never heard, but it was about her. And then Trey Songz come out, you know, singing to it, and this, he proposes to her in front of everybody, but he tells her in her ear, you know, I know this is like moving really fast, you know, we don't have to do it right away, but like, basically, don't embarrass me. Like, we can wait, but just like, you know, I'm doing this. I would have said yes too.
I said yes.
I don't care how fast he was moving, just for how he treated her, how he loved her, his respect for her, everything that he did and said and felt. He was like just perfect. No matter, child, they had people. Oh Lord, they had people who was like testing everything, but just the person he was, like, I would have been like, yeah, too, because he proved himself to me. Like, he proved himself worthy. So yeah, he does his performance, come back out, and everything's all good, and they wait.
They left after that.
You know what? You know what I'm saying? But they wait. And they wait to the last performance, which is her Idiot. But even before that, he had accepted some award and gonna like shout out to her, to Joe, and telling him, you know, about how much he loved her and stuff. And I'm like, really? And your wife is right there. Like, he has no respect.
I could see why she didn't like Joe.
Right?
Still.
I know.
What she did.
I know.
Was wrong.
But like but that's his fault though. You know, ain't had to do her. Joe ain't, you know, she didn't provoke any of that. That's him. That's how he acted. That's how he do. Mm-hmm. And he does his performance, and they're, you know, Everett and Joe are just like in each other's faces and like all sweet and stuff. He like ignoring the rest of the world. And this fool ends up right in front of her, pulling at her to stand up or whatever, so he can say what he's saying. And I'm like, are you trying to die?
Right? He's about to everybody.
It's nothing you can do, because I mean, it's a hip hop award thing. It's always something popping off. So sorry, this is probably why it's gonna happen, because he was really trying it.
I thought he was just doing it for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hype up or whatever. You know, like the producers put them by each other on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought maybe him getting all up in her face was trying to like start something in the media or whatever, but he was just stupid. He was just crazy.
Like, you just stopped right there. Okay. But then you pulling on her, and you know, you're trying to say all this stuff to her, and he's like telling you like to back off. And like they're, you know, I guess the cameras went to whoever was rapping on stage, but they're still like right there about to, you know, go at it. And he pulled her again, and then he gonna touch her booty. You know, like trying to basically, you know, say that's mine. This always gonna be mine.
He deserved everything he got.
Exactly, he got what he deserved. But I didn't like the way she set that up. I was like, what in the world happened? Because you didn't know until afterwards. You know, I thought somebody got shot. Oh. I thought somebody was in a hospital. I'm like,
I did too.
What happened? Because she was blaming herself. And I'm like, tell me what happened. And
then like the freaking his boss, like, I mean, his Don, was it? Yeah, I think it was Don.
Yeah.
He about to like he only wants you here to dump you or something like that. Or like
he told her that she was poisoned.
Yeah. Like,
talking about South is a good guy and that she poisoned. And you come along and mess up his world. That's what he said.
I'm like, how is this world messed up? This man is in love and she loves him back, but no one sees.
I don't know. Something went on. I thought he was hurt.
They see her.
I can't believe he said that to her though, man. Really?
Yeah, like I'm glad he gone.
Just because he really thought that he knew South, and he really thought that he was like gonna dump her or whatever because of what happened, but that was not on her. And he was jealous. You know, he didn't think that. I guess he was just holding on to what she said before, like she didn't date rappers or she didn't even like him.
Oh, yeah.
But he wooed her, like she said, like later the book. Like he pursued her, and she learned who he was. Like, what you jealous about? Cause you ain't what? She don't want you.
He was like, you want South? Yeah. I was like, you mad?
He did.
Oh, what she call it? Evil Joe, like the other side.
Oh. Yeah, I like that too.
Oh, she was good. Yeah, like, you know, when he asked for her to come to I guess the jailhouse or whatever because he was about to get out, and she jumped out of the car after having an argument with an old dude and ended up like bombarded by paparazzi and stuff. I went after that. You know, they went home or whatever. Went to the hotel. He didn't really say anything, but he did say that dude was fired. I'm like, did he hear the conversation? I was like, was there like how like what did he fire him for? And it was some like unrelated, but just as serious.
Yeah.
And then you found out that was like a 1.4 whatever $1 million ring girl done had on. I was like,
Of course it was, honey. That's the only way we roll.
No,
if you spending $200 for a dress, what you think he's spending on that ring?
15 carats though. That ain't nah. But I mean, I feel her every time. Like, nah, that's too much. But yeah, she tells him, you know, everything the dude said.
He's like, "Hey, I should have did worse than what I did to him."
Right? He gave him
that money. She gave him that serum money.
Was it that right after that she wants to move in? Right? She agreed to it.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. To like this house in Calabasas and this humongous house. You know, she had to talk to her daughter about. And they moved in. And I wasn't mad at it, you know. Like they were moving fast, but I feel like it was on pace for them for what they were trying to do anyway. So I was okay with that. But they move in, and it was funny at one point when Sid was calling her talking about like where you at. She's like, I'm at home. He's like, I've been knocking the door. Like, why you ain't here? And she's like, oh, he's over your car's out here. No, my man got me a new car, and I'm moving in the house that he got, you know. I thought that was funny. Basically, it's the next, like, you know, big thing. And that's when, you know, they go to Houston.
So Big South can't get a hold of his daughter or whatever. Why can't he get a hold of her? I ain't think what it was, but I was just like, it's kind of, you know, kind of scary, like, what's going on? So she tells him, I'm at the airport. He's just like, why you ain't tell me what time he's going to get there so, you know, we can, you know,
get you a ride.
She's like, I'm just gonna Uber there, and it's just like really, you know, pissed him off or whatever. And I didn't get it either. I
saw it.
You saw
it. You know, I saw that because of how sneaky it felt for me, and how I knew about, you know, how you saw how the mama was, and how she kept trying to hit him up, and she really wanted him. But I saw that. I'm like, I know in my head, I was like, I know daggone well that's not gonna happen. And then when old dude was calling him and saying, you know, my daughter's here or whatever, because, you know, she was trying to hide her baby, basically. When her brother was here, I need you to come downstairs. That's it.
So I'm Joe, but I don't know though, cause she I'm with Big South, but I don't know, cause she was just like she could stay just because your daughter gonna think that I'm telling you that she can't stay. I wouldn't have done that.
We could have definitely done that.
That ain't me. I'm just look. He's still my man, but that I wouldn't have done that. Like, no.
She crazy. She would have to find a hotel. If not a hotel, she would have to stay with Art ever. Or somebody. If it wasn't no room, she was not gonna stay in there. I don't care. No.
She didn't let her stay, but she said that she can come for for
No, but she was
dinner or
going
whatever
to.
the next day.
Yeah, she was.
I wouldn't have done that.
She was like, she could stay in the room with Ella, and he was like, no, she's not staying in this house. Like that's the only reason why she didn't.
You
was like, no.
you're right.
Not doing.
I would have said no to Thanksgiving too. Definitely.
I would have said no. She had to go. Period.
How you use your daughter though? You so
and your daughter can go with you.
Okay. Like how you use your daughter to get there? You know. Oh, they made me so mad. But anyway, so here comes Thanksgiving Day. This food come early in the morning.
Yeah, like didn't I say you could come to dinner?
Girl, she just doing too much. And then when the girl went out for a walk trying to get out, you know, with her daughter, then you gonna come out there
following me? I'm trying to get away from you. Like,
girl, he can't have no more kids. That's gonna be her. That's gonna be his only daughter. Oh, really? Because that ain't even him.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, I don't know. His only biological. I'm like, dang.
Girl, she was like laying it on. And then when he came out there, that's what I love about him. Like, first of all, you know how you say like you shouldn't disrespect women. Some women needs to get some
right.
Right. One of them. And he had no problem telling her, get your on, stay away from her, whatever.
He didn't do it in front of Ella, but it didn't matter who else was in the room. He did it, and she deserved it.
She really did. Like and not even with us not knowing about Ella, just the way she acts, like the way she was, like she deserved that because she was doing too much. Yeah, so dinner happens and we meet all of the family.
What about that part? When they was at dinner?
That's what I'm talking about.
Did they already do that part when they was talking about how she could sing? And then that's when what's the face had came up.
Oh, that's why she's here because she could. Oh.
When he found out she can sing, I thought everybody coming around like, oh my God, she can sing. But why? Esther just.
Oh, you're only here so you.
That makes sense. So I get it now. Oh, it's not real. It's just trying to develop a new artist and
Tramp,
you're gonna try to
before I cut you.
Defend yourself, and you're gonna try to explain yourself. You ain't gotta explain that to that girl. Let her run with that, whatever. But he was like, if I see any of that in the blog, no problem. Start talking your mess about that because it ain't even real. But if I know what you
say, I got stuff and I got proof. I ain't know what he was talking about. I still ain't know. But he sure let her know.
When he said that, I'm like, well, he took a video when she was with them other people. Like, what proof?
Yeah, that's the only thing I knew.
Didn't know.
That's the only thing I knew about it.
So I'm like, what kind of proof he got? All this time, we thought he was threatening her about telling everybody that she cheated.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Thanksgiving was it was okay, I guess, when she meeting the family and stuff. But with the during that night, oh my Lord Jesus, that night they up in the bed and she finally wants to get untied or whatever, trying to handle him and things, and then she can't really, but whatever.
That Tramp watching.
Like I'm like, he talking about you heard the thud, and I'm like, what else could it be? Like what they finna go check out, and it's from the freaking closet, and I'm like, is the daughter in there? Like who's in there?
Yeah.
The freaking ex-wife is in there with her camera trying to record.
Then gonna tell her you don't even know how to do nothing with him. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Like
I couldn't believe it. But I was glad that the daughter walked in and saw her mama doing that or hiding up in there, because now your mama crazy, and she had to admit that she's the one who let her back up in the house.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't. She said that she missed me and she was alone. I thought she was gonna stay with me. No, your mama did not want to miss you or nothing. She
got a first, I know she knows something wrong with her mom, but she got the first glimpse of how crazy her mama is. How you hide in their closet? Like
I felt sorry for Ella, but I would have tore into her butt just like her daddy did. I felt sorry for her, but that just didn't make no sense for you to do that when you knew she wasn't supposed to be here.
And it's like the second time,
second time. First time when she came.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she know how her daddy loves her, and he'll try to do, but that's too much. But I'm glad that she was able to see her mama in a different light, because your mama crazy, and
crazy.
you helping her with this crazy. Like, I know, like, after that, it was like she was being all nice and sweet, you know, to Joe and the baby, because, you know, she felt guilty of what she had did.
Finally.
Now that she's like the man's, you know, South's girl, you know, everybody, or fiance now, everybody wants to, like, do business with her, yada, yada, and now she didn't want to really ride on that coattail.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand that, but at the same time, I mean, they were saying, like, these are opportunities that, you know, a lot of people kill for. And, you know, I'm glad that she, you know, took advantage.
Yeah.
But, you know,
it's like a job that she enjoyed, you know?
Yeah. You know, she said it'd be fun. And so I'm glad she was able to do that. I was happy for her because things were working out, you know, even though they both got crazy.
Right.
Both of them have, like, insane exes, but things were working out. And then I thought, you know, Sid was, like, coming around trying to get, you know, Nat some Christmas presents and trying to be cool about it. The way he tried to drop off the Christmas presents, they act like he's talking about, what, y'all got the daggone military?
We sure do.
All the security and stuff, you know. Then he pulled her to the side, still talking all that crap about him wanting to be with her and love her.
Foolishness, talking that foolishness. That's what he's talking. Ooh, that make me so mad when he say stuff like that.
But yeah, like he was tripping. Like I didn't even understand him. Yeah, so she's doing
in that way. No.
Nah, like she doing her business stuff. You know, she's being a boss.
Yeah.
She hired Bridget to be her assistant.
Yay.
Cute. I was like, oh. Yeah. So let's get on.
And then that video come out.
To that. Yep, that is.
You know what? I originally I thought it was her.
You thought it was who?
I
thought it was her and Big South until
Oh
no.
But like I just knew Sid did it because of how I knew he did it because how nice he was acting before and how she was like,
right.
I'm like,
Sid ain't do it though.
I know, but like that's how I felt, and I'm like, he gonna die. Like, how could he do that? Like, how are you like that mad about it? And South was just he had to hold that in and hold it in by the time, like, you know, he got to her, or, you know, when they had whatever. But I know
when he saw her breasts, he was like, so this old because
they
perky.
Yeah. When she tried to get the first time.
But when she was slurping, he was like, I don't know how old this is. Like, he was, you know.
Man, that's horrible. Dang, like it's just felt like nothing. Like, y'all can't get a break though. It's like,
right?
Not the exes, it's the media, you know, spinning stuff, trying to talk trash and stuff. And then this is like to me the worst thing.
This is the first time I liked his daughter though when she called him.
Yeah, because she saw her mama for who she really was. That's why.
You know her mama did that by that time though.
No, she was just saying how this was
she knew her mom did something really horrible.
Revenge porn, and she was like she should sue like Black China did with Rob.
Yeah, so I mean she helped on that end, and she really felt bad for the girl. I know. I mean it's the part that scared me. Like, so at this point, you know that her mom had killed herself. Her mom, you know, wanted a relationship with her actual father, and it didn't work out. And then she went into this deep depression. And then by the time, you know, the girl was on the night of her freaking 18th graduation, I mean, her high school graduation, the mama killed herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you don't need me anymore. You're an adult. So, like, okay, so that happened. And then,
but Natalie is too. Like,
I know. I didn't know.
I thought her love for her daughter, she would get through it. I didn't think.
But she, like, that depression was that was a long time. She was, that was bad. That scared me because I'm not even, like, even if she turned around, like, it seems like that was like the start of something like that could have been similar to her mama. But I'm glad, you know, she was able to get through that. It took a lot because he was like trying to be you know, daddy by himself with Nat, and I know that was rough on him too, to see her like that and not knowing, you know. That was like a hard read because I felt bad for her, and I didn't want her to fall.
That was tough.
She got over it, and
it's funny, like, as soon as she got over it, he just that's what he had enough. He was just like, look, man, we can we can sue him, and you got Nate to think about, and just And she's just like, okay.
She already made the decision. She got
like, yeah,
like,
okay.
Then he walked
like,
in.
He was just like, no, but like he thought like she was arguing with him.
Everything she said, he's like, here you go with this. I'm like, but she just said okay. You're not even listening.
He wasn't. He just knew that he needed her back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we go from, her depression, then they going back good, and yeah, it's her birthday, and ain't nobody said nothing.
Nobody.
Bridget at least called.
Ain't nobody bring her no gifts.
No. And I knew daggone well that man wasn't gonna forget nothing. But the whole day was going by, and I'm like, I
don't know, cause she was just like, I don't know. I thought he forgot.
No.
I was just like, so much that went on. Like, I
the only reason I
mad at him.
Like you have that hints, like ain't nothing he ain't gonna forget. But then the day was going by, you're like, okay, he wants somebody to babysit the kid. Why? We got something to celebrate? No. Like, do we have to have something to celebrate? Like, don't do that. I knew he was playing, but they went to go eat, and it wasn't nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. And get in the car.
I didn't think he was playing.
He gotta go make a stop, And he just said he gotta, I guess, handle some business. And he was like, you want to come in? She said, no. It's all right. Well, I'll be right back. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I thought he really forgot at that point until.
I didn't think so. I didn't know what the plan was, but I know he didn't forget.
But even when he had her come in, and, Tommy, when she was about to get out of the car, she was mad. He was like, you trying to get me fired too?
Yeah, like that. That's funny.
Don't be getting out the car.
Me up with that. Like, look, I need my job. Wait your ass right here.
He didn't even like, he still was playing with her. Because, like, they went up to the office or something. He was handling business with his brother. So it really wasn't like a surprise at that point. I'm like, I know this Negro didn't. And then finally he led her to the daggone stage. I was like, oh, he better do that.
Yeah, she was crying. I would have been crying too.
That was sweet.
Like, I know you thought I forgot.
But that was a really good party. I was happy for her, and like all these celebrities she don't know, but they were still in there having a good time. I'm sure she got some really amazing gifts from all the rich people. And her Bridget trying to find somebody. Because she was messing with Tommy, but she didn't want to, tell no details. But apparently they weren't really, I guess, I don't know. They were just physical.
Yeah, I can't say nothing because that's the second
book. Negro, don't do that to me. Shut up.
She the second book.
But, okay, anyway, I'm going to read it. But yeah, after the party, we would go to the, what do you call it? Like the meeting with Sid and his lawyers and stuff after they, did the lawsuit and stuff. And I had got confused. I had to read it twice because at first I didn't know, they were sitting across from him. South was just like, he gonna ask him if he can leave the room.
Right? Is he crazy?
I most certainly cannot.
You done lost your. But he pulled out that phone. I didn't get it at first. She said she recognized somebody's voice, but not the other one. Like, I didn't know who it was because
I had to go back. I had to go back maybe twice.
Yeah. At first, I thought Big Everett had pulled his phone out with that, and then I realized it was other dude. Yeah. So we find out that Esther and Sid's wife,
and it makes sense because they're both jealous.
Okay, because like the way that they were hitting it. I was thinking maybe it was Sid and then Dunn, since Dunn was now working for him. And I'm like, but why? And then it like you said, it made more sense that it's his wife because of how he's been acting about Joe. And then Esther, of course, because she's still crazy.
They crazy. They ruthless. They just.
I thought Sid was bad. Okay. He just,
right?
Like they said, all talk and stuff. He just want to rouse things up. But that woman there.
Look, we knew it wasn't Sid that put that out there because as I said, as Bridget said,
because probably he wanted everybody to see that schmedium stuff he's working.
Right.
But yeah, man, that was something else, and
that was tough.
I know. He was, man, she was trying so hard to stop him for whatever he was trying to do. I don't know what that man ever wanted to do, was trying to do. He wasn't going to kill nobody. Okay?
He's gonna hurt him.
He wasn't going to, come on, damn, but.
I think if he had got out, he would have hurt him.
That was a lot. Man.
But his woman out there for everybody to see, legs open.
Yeah. Everything out. Everything that's supposed to be private. It only belonged to him. Like you said, everybody got to see.
He was done.
I can't believe she did that. I like how he couldn't let it go, right? So he was like laying down but sleeping, and nobody was sleeping, but he gonna try to sneak off and get dressed like he was about to go handle what she said not to handle. Right. Cause he yelled at her before that. That was funny. After he came out that bathroom, and like don't be yelling at me. But he was mad, and he got dressed. She stood on the bed. He come out and said, "Where you going? Like wherever you going? We gonna do this together. You finna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. What about that? We want to bring her too, since you want to do all this. All of us going as a family."
He was mad. Oh, he was mad.
Like he was not.
Let's go get back in the bed. Come on. He was mad. He was mad.
I was there. I seen that scene. She was just like, we all about to go.
About to like break the restraining order stuff because you can't. Like I don't care. I don't care. Like we about to. But yeah, he said he had lied to her, like saying like everything had broke them up, and he wanted to talk to her. She was like eager to run on over there, all excited. Her man back. I know, right?
Joe was so good. She was so good and on point.
I would have.
I don't know how
she made it out of
She kept her cool, and then she figured it out. Oh my gosh! I didn't think that.
No. But
it makes sense though. Why he was so mad at her?
That is not your child. Like, no, he didn't tell me. I figured it out. Because it was and he was in shock. He was like.
But why did he feel that way?
I don't know, because he said
that Joe knew. It's like she's not just anybody. She's not your other family members. This is your wife. You're about to marry, and he just felt some type of way about her knowing.
I don't know, because it's like, I guess on one hand, maybe he didn't want to look stupid. I don't know why he would be upset about her knowing, though. I mean, she's not
like you said. I mean, I know he felt like a sucker.
Yeah.
But, thinking that was his kid for that time. But, I mean, it's that girl 15 years old now, 16 years old.
I mean, like you said, it doesn't mean that it just proves that you have a big heart. You very,
right.
Started off as her dad and you want to finish off that way.
Right.
That'll be a big deal, for her as well. And then they're in a public eye, they're celebrities and stuff. So, like, he really saved that woman's reputation. Well, I guess before she did this, because now she's going to get charged with whatever, the pornography stuff. Dang. Like, if that would have came out, that would have been...
I thought he was saving Ella, too. Like, I thought he just... Did
I'm saying? Like, for him not saying anything, that saved Esther. Not that he was trying to, but that's what she needs to think about, because, like, he was protecting his daughter, but, like, that really... It's like, it almost... made her feel like she can do anything. Like, because he's not going to tell anything if he's protecting her, so she can, get away. And for, a minute, she did. He didn't really do too much but curse her out a few times. Yeah. And threatened her a lot, but
Joe came along, honey. She wasn't playing.
And she was real serious, and he was like, "Wait, no, I'm gonna say what I have to say," But as soon as she walked out, I'm bluffing. I would never do that to you.
Like, yeah, I had to let her, think.
You had to believe it, So, I mean, I'm glad, that she really wouldn't. Cause I'm like, oh, wait, you gotta think about him. Wait a minute, don't you? I was believing it too. Shoot.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. But yeah. So I want to ask, like, y'all think they gonna have any more problems?
Oh no. Oh no. Look, no, they don't have no more problems.
I think it was kind of wrong of them not to let Ella know that he wasn't her daddy.
You think so?
Yeah. I think she should know who her dad is. But I think it's good that he's still in her life and that he loved her. Like, yeah, but at the same time, she should know.
Yeah.
Well, in real life, yeah, but this play life, so no. And wait, the mama, she might not even know who the daddy is. Do she know who the daddy is?
She having threesomes and stuff. You're right.
That's true.
Well, we don't know if she.
I know, like we don't know how much she's done. You know that he wasn't.
Right.
We just know that she got
right.
caught. You know, I know what she was doing.
Right.
And then he was like, she was pregnant before they got married.
Right.
So yeah, like you don't even know.
You don't know.
She probably know the 50 dudes or how many of them. She probably know who they is.
Well, yeah, everybody she been with, yeah, that's true. But yeah, so things are looking good, you know, after that. As far as you know, they're gonna have the lawsuit or whatever, you know, she gonna get charged for what she did and her part in it, and she ain't gonna say nothing and she ain't gonna do nothing else. And so this is allowing them to get to their wedding day, which was awesome. They had to do it, but come on, y'all got the rest of y'all lives. Why every time y'all got to go in some little small room, somebody got to get horny.
They get on my nerves with that now.
And then a daggone, the wedding planner walked in.
It just walked out.
That was funny. But yeah, I was like, that wedding, I'm sure it was beautiful and all that good stuff, but I thought it was really sweet that she got his friend to come.
Yeah.
Off that he got her family to come. I'm like, boy, you know the story, okay?
Yeah, he know the story, but still, you know,
I wouldn't.
Family is something. It means something.
Yes,
but even though they wasn't right, still.
Bro, like they didn't even like really acknowledge her mama's funeral, and then they
left.
Like they don't want nothing to do with her just because who her daddy is or however she got here. No, how you doing like that?
Yeah,
it's okay.
I didn't like that.
It's okay.
And then somebody said somebody, you know, possibly talk or whatever later. She was like, I gotta think about that. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all can have your lives. I'm gonna have mine. Y'all coming here.
Yeah, this world big enough for the both of us. We ain't gotta never see each other.
I got this man now on the public, you know, platform, and now y'all want to claim me. No.
Oh yeah. Now it's okay that I got here. I'm like, nah.
I got here by myself, so I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Well, it also showed her family that she, you know, she still made it, even without them coming to her rescue or being there for her when she needed them. This showed them, you know, that she made it. This me. This how I'm living now.
They could have found that out over the internet. They had to.
So they did. That's why they were there. But
they ain't deserve no invite.
I'm sorry. I would have felt some kind of way about that. But man, they were there. That's probably the last time she's gonna see them. See,
look at her eyes.
This is why
I'm just saying.
No, because y'all making them eyes.
It really is the right time. It really is.
With you, Ashley.
All right, man. Y'all be. Anyway, but that's it.
And you know what? I like knowing things that you don't know. Don't you like that, Talisa?
Let me tell y'all something.
You know more than I do. I don't like it if you won't tell me.
Because you always reading first, so I'm enjoying this.
Whatever. That's all right. I'm gonna get y'all. But yeah, so that's it. You know, they finally, you know, husband and wife after all this daggone trouble with all these freaking exes who won't let go.
Ooh,
like,
Jesus.
I don't understand it. I'm in love with you. I love you. Ain't show none of that when y'all was together. So go sit yourself down.
None of that.
Esther is psychotic because she need to be in somebody's like mental hospital because she crazy, like for real.
Yeah.
But they got her, and you know, I don't know how they gonna stop. See it act like, you know he lost, you know, so he ain't gonna. But I guess he always gonna tell her that he won her or something. I don't know. But it seems like, you know, at least the bigger things that, I mean, a lot of people would not have made it through all of it.
No.
Like all of that, man. Like a lot of it, too much has happened. But that, you know, they really love each other and it was strong enough to get through everything. You know, and there's so many times he was like, I know you want to leave me, or you always trying to find a way out and stuff. And she was always trying to, and it wasn't like she was trying to, it was just, sometimes it's a self-sacrifice. Cause I would think that too, like if I feel like, especially like with a daughter, like I always wanted a family. And if I feel like I'm coming to your daughter, I don't want to be that thing.
Right.
So drop me if you have to. I would hate that, but drop me. But you always trying to, find a way out and stuff. But they found, their way to the finish line.
Yeah.
Yep. And I love it.
It was freaking amazing. It was so much. So many shockers. Sometimes you have like one big
one. Shockers.
It was
that you didn't see coming. You didn't see them.
Yeah, like that. It was
that closet. Oh my.
Closet. Oh man. Finding out Bugs was her ex-husband.
Yeah.
So much.
The sex tape dropping. Like,
girl.
It was a lot of stuff.
I gotta read it again.
Thanksgiving, I'm definitely gonna read it again before I start the next
one. Oh, it's the same. I mean, ain't nothing. Like it's like
just that good. That's
yeah, it was so good that it's like you was still feeling the same way you felt when you first read it. I mean, it was. That's why I was trying to finish it, girl. I wanted to finish it.
Even though I was gonna have.
I need 10 minutes.
I know.
Yeah. So y'all know how we do with the favorite characters. We already know we all got one. I just
y'all like my man. He is.
She back to taking all the men. Last time we was like a sister or something. But
right.
Exactly. It wasn't even a man last time.
Everett Big South McLean is the reason I chose him, not just because I think he fine as I don't know what, because he be doing what he be doing, but it's like you have this perception of rappers being just complete, I'll say hoes. You have them.
Yeah, that's what go ahead.
Women.
I can't believe you.
That's like she said his music was, before. I remember he changed that once his daughter started, singing along, was calling women bees, so he stopped doing it. But because of their music and stuff, you have this like just you think they're this type of way and that type of way, and he really changed what a rapper, like a real rapper, like the person behind that is, and it's just a complete. He's just sweet and thoughtful and loving, and he's just when he wants something, he wants it, and he goes for it. He goes hard for it. He works hard for it. He ain't lazy with it.
He ain't never lazy, right, Talisha?
Never lazy. Girl, about nothing. He's giving in all ways. Y'all know what I mean? So
yes, he is giving. Yep.
Yeah.
Up and yep.
Girl, she did about 4 of them that first time, and she wanted him to stop, and he was like, nah. But
look at Ashley.
I'm looking at this. But anyway, it's just I love just how he was. I loved how protective he was of her. I loved how he'll fight for her no matter who it is. He always got in between her and danger. He was gonna protect her at all costs. Even if it's gonna cause him to go to jail. He's talking about, it's gonna help my sales anyway, being in jail. I'm a rapper, so that's okay. But he had her back like 100%, and then like his relationship with her daughter, and not neglecting the fact that she has a daughter, because some people do that too. But he played all of it just perfectly well. Like he never lost it to me. He never went crazy. You never saw this other side of him like, oh, okay. It's like everything about him was just
amazing,
desirable.
That's the word. Yeah. That's it.
That's what he is.
Is you done talking about my man?
I'm gonna talk about him tonight. I'm gonna be reading about him, but yeah, so who else? I mean, I guess.
What can we say after that?
I don't know.
You said everything.
That's why I went
she
first.
Sure did.
That's
she always go first and then say everything.
Everything.
So everything she said.
Y'all can choose Joe. Bridget can choose Bridget. I got him. That's all.
my
I did. I'll
favorite.
choose Joe because she was a boss.
No, that's
She really was.
That's my second favorite.
Oh well, I was second, so you gonna have to get somebody else.
Go fine. Go.
You gotta
What you
say,
gonna say about Joe?
yeah, Joe. From the beginning, even though she with Peter, whatever his name is, she was let her guard down, but she was trying to get somewhere in life. So I would let that pass. How he treated her or whatever, but she always spoke her mind. And she always went for what she wanted. She achieved everything that she wanted. She got, my man, I got, Everett. And with the jobs that she eventually got. And she was just a strong-minded little woman. I liked her. She did her thing.
She put her baby first, too. That was important.
Always. Yeah. What you got, T?
I don't like neither one of y'all right now because like those are my top two. Like I love me some Big Soft, and I love her. Like I was just like yes, like yeah. I'm trying to think who else.
It's like unless they were like,
did he have major parts in this? The uncle.
He always got, yeah. I love Uncle Lee.
I like him a lot.
Y'all gonna
what
start,
up there, man?
y'all gonna start giving away other stuff. I already feel it because he had a little bit of part where he was talking like how I feel like every time like in home in Louisiana when you go down there and you have everybody all real country and they have like, a cigarette on the side of their mouth and they go, what you talking about right now? What you talking like?
When he answered his phone. When he answered his phone.
How he was. I saw.
Yeah.
Like he was funny. But I feel like he has more in other stuff because other people be talking about him a lot, and I'm like his part wasn't that big, so he might.
Okay. Well, then he my third favorite, just over the series.
See what I'm saying? But nah, he was funny how he was like liking talking about them light skinned girls mean and stuff. So that was.
Oh yeah.
Girl was light skinned. I don't know what my head was because I don't remember that.
I didn't even.
Being described that way, but because I was seeing my skin, and I was like, no.
That's because you were seeing yourself with him. That's why.
I know. I'm not light skinned. No, but yeah.
But it's 5 stars. Definitely 5 stars.
20.
Way to go.
5 stars.
Yeah. This was amazing.
Yes, I loved it.
I love them all. But this was my fave.
I gotta read them, but this really, and it's funny because you remember how, like, on all of them that you read, you did a review on, and I would have to post them. You like, don't read the review because
I told you don't read it.
How I have to read the thing? I don't like. You didn't tell like too much.
I didn't tell too much because I read.
No, but now that I read it,
not to. I wanted to say different things, but I was like,
I wish you did.
No, so look,
last one. Now
that we've all read it, now you can go in. You can do like if you want to, redo it and do a full one. But yeah, like you said you changed your perception of rappers and stuff. And I was like, he really did. I get it now.
Yeah.
But like this was a really awesome book, and I can't wait to read the next one. Thank you, Alexandria House. You did.
I want to say the next one and the next one. It didn't go as I thought it would go, even though I knew the character because he was in the. I was just like, how this gonna go? Like, he don't even like,
you can't
like old women. Anyways.
Why she doing it?
I don't know why she doing that.
She trying to. I'm about to hang up on this thing. Now,
yeah, you gonna have to.
I'm trying to thank a phenomenal author for this work that she's done, and for the ones that's after this, I'm sure because that's what you own. I'm going through her catalog. When I get time, y'all know, mommy. I said, mommy. I'm thinking about talking to my kids. I be busy, man. It's just a lot going on, but I have to. It's no way. Like I have to read all of these because I don't want y'all to hold this up in my head. And then we'll get to the next one. But for July, we had "Let Me Love You, Child." Let me love you.
Love you.
Big Soft.
And that was like, yeah, that was the whole point. Let him love you. Because it was a lot. They were trying to go against him. But I'm so glad that we read this. I'm excited to read more from Alexandria House. And
I don't know. I think this might be my favorite so far.
Yeah, this is great.
This is really good.
Wait till you meet the next brother.
Stop it.
See? Bye. Okay, so that's all we got for this month. You trying to give me all the business. I don't want to hear it. Let me read it. So we out, y'all.
All right, love y'all. This was wonderful, wonderful. Y'all better go out and get it.
Yes.
Beautiful.